Tnght are an electronic duo made up of these two fuckers. And honestly, after what, 7 years of silence, bitch, I ain't wasted no time. Let's get into the review. This shit right here is hard as fuck. I like it. On this new EP, titled 2, because it's the second one, they get weird. The samples they choose, they have a nice balance between being inescapably catchy and just really, really accessible, but also just really odd and weird. You know, the kind of samples you just wouldn't expect anyone to think to listen to that and think, oh yeah, I could definitely make a groove out of this. Like nothing that would jump out at you was like, oh, I've got a sample there. Like I would never hear the samples they choose and think, yeah, let me make a beat right now using that. They just pull it off and they just make it feel so effortless, like it was just there clear as day from the beginning. I really love that this is not just a retread of the first EP. This feels like a pretty fresh Tnght. This feels like tomorrow. Wow, I really just did that. If you were really big on those glistening, future-based, catchy synth melodies all over that first EP, yeah, they're barely really here anymore. They're replaced with harsher textures and peppier drum grooves, really weird, unorthodox drum grooves. Sometimes the drums on this thing feel like they're kind of stumbling over each other just to form these really weird, clunky patterns that I think will reel in as many people as they push away. There's also this really bizarre abundance of shouty, laughy vocals that are just seemingly just squawking out complete fucking nonsense all across the whole EP. So yeah, expect a lot of just shouty, weird vocals. They're all over this thing, and I think these vocals, they could really make or break this project for you, honestly. It happens on nearly every song, and these vocal bits, I personally think they're really cool. They make the songs feel jagged and unhinged every bit as they do increase the hype factor of the songs themselves. Some of my favorite samples like this appear on the song What It Is, which is possibly the strangest song I think they've ever made. I fucking love the titular vocal bit, it's super robotic, but kind of playful at the same time. Just something about the song just oozes just confidence. Like, it's just bringing together all these like weird ass noises, and it makes it just sound confident and has like a swagger to it that feels so sure of itself. It's just so hard to deny, in my opinion. And I can say the same for the track I'm in a Hole. I'm in a Hole. That song. Oh my lord. This track right here, bro, is fucking gangster, let me tell you. The lead melody on this song, it like warps in on itself and like reverses as it like loops throughout the track in this really cool way. It sounds tighter than Alcatraz security, bro. I'd say every track on this EP has the potential to be really annoying to you. But personally, I just really like how all these oddball sound effects and drum bits just play off these really snappy and crisp drums. The drums on this track are just, oh, chef's kiss. They kind of surround the track and swirl around the mix in a really dizzying way to me. I think it's quite cool. I also admire this EP's respect and appreciation for the art of the builder. Songs like Serpent and Gimme Summn particularly take their sweet damn time just revving up, just building intensity, just increase, you know, teasing the drop and shit. And in the case of the song Gimme Summn particularly, there's like a lingering kind of suspense to the way it builds up. It creates a pretty solid atmosphere, which is something that wasn't really present on the first EP. There's like this eerie, distorted, like video gamey synth that sounds like it's just slowly approaching you from the other end of like some dark, ominous tunnel. It's like coming closer towards you, and it's holding something as well. You can't really make out what it's holding, but whatever it is, it looks like it could cause some like damage. So you're just thinking like, yo, I'm about to die. It's really tense and like it's effective, and it makes the eventual drop like really fucking satisfying. I would say both Serpent and Gimme Summn, these two songs are the most like sensorily dazzling songs on the record. Like, and Serpent actually came out as a single, and when I first heard it, I actually thought it was like horrible. I thought this track was completely intolerable at first. But I actually love it now. I kind of adore just how much of an untamable explosion of a song it is. It kicks off the project perfectly. It has so many weird, like, clangy, loud drums paired up with tons of, like, screaming, tribal vocals. It's animalistic, it is overwhelming, but it's quite hard to shy away from, honestly. I just feel like the song has a certain kind of self-awareness of how obnoxious it is. The kind of disjointed build-up, it feels like it knows it's kind of teasing something excessively crazy. So when the drop eventually hits, it feels like it all comes full circle. Dollaz, the second track on this thing as well, straight up one of my favorite singles this year. The bass is super fuzzy and uncompromising. The repetition of they just Dollaz. It gets in my head so much. It's simple. It's so simple, but so catchy. God damn. And the overlaying percussion as well, all over the track, just prickles so softly in your ear. It just gives it such a tantalizing and enjoyable groove. An irresistible song, in my opinion. The only tracks on this EP I'm not crazy about are Club Finger and First Body. Mainly because these songs just don't really seem to care as much for subtlety. The lead sax on First Body sounds horrible. I think it's disgustingly tacky and overpowering, and then most of Club Finger is just this one really annoying bass blast just spammed in your ear over and over again. It's not creative at all. The drop is genuinely nothing but this one like synth just hammering its way into your ear continuously alongside this really just stale kick, hardly showcasing the inventive rhythmic skill that Tnght are known to bring. I think these two tracks are both really lazy. There's also this 5-second skit that honestly just ruins the whole album. What the fuck were you thinking, putting this dumb fucking skit in the middle of the fucking track list? Dumb, stupid. Just kidding. It's like 5 seconds of someone like laughing. Don't really get why it's there. It doesn't add anything. Ultimately though, Tnght aim to make music that goes hard in the paint. And what slaps to you is going to be completely subjective, obviously, but I think there's enough creativity and exciting diversity on this very laser-focused and tight 8-track EP for me to say it's a pretty worthwhile project overall. That's a 7 out of 10, baby! That's a 7 out of 10 from Buffalo Staple out here. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of Tnight's new project. It's called 2. It's out now. Artwork is garbage. Fuck this artwork. I hate this artwork. HK from Brockhampton made this artwork. Bro, what are you doing? Why are the two hands clearly Lunice, yet you have Hudmo and Lunice side by side, insinuating that one hand is Hudmo and one hand is Lunice? And why is that text there to begin with? It makes no sense. Why is the moon just slapped there? Is the moon above their hands? Is it like, why are the hands there at all? What are they trying to signify? Why is the font not centered? Why is the text, sorry, the text is not in the center of the cover? And why is that font so, why is the multicolored, why is it so like weirdly like stylized and shit? And then there's the whole multicolored border thing. What the fuck is happening in this? Sorry HK, you seem like a lovely guy. Let me relax. But wow. That's everything I have to say about Tnight's new EP 2, and I hope you enjoyed my review. That was slick. That was bad. Have a great day, and yeah, tell me what you think of the project in the comments. Catch you later. Bye!